It's clarity time. Give me just a second. And let's see, see. Okay. Okay. Um, is it yes, all right, right at 8:45. It's a little bit see, we're gonna do a small bowl so that it is clarity time. We are taking a look at a couple of decks that I have recently purchased. Well, one of them I recently purchased. The other one I've had for a while. Um, I just never use it. Um, but yeah, and that is this. I like it, and I shuffle it a lot just to kind of break it in. Um, but I haven't used it. And then I want to introduce the Cantigee Oracle. Oh my goodness. This thing is amazing. So before we get into it, I'm gonna put a look. Let me see, because I want y'all to be able to see it. I'm gonna put a. I said little. I'm gonna put a big crystal on top of it. Okay, and yes, I have my tea. This is a blend that I made up a few days ago, and it has some good stuff in it: rose hip and mother's wort and things like that. So it's a great blend. So let's take a second. You know, I love my singing bowls, so we'll start with that. And I put all the big ones down. So let's see if we can make it happen with this one. I like to feel the vibration. These you can actually feel it. It travels all up your yeah. So um, let's just go on and start with our little singing bowl. Welcome in, and yeah, okay. And can you hear it? Thank you. Thank you. We're going to start with it. Hopefully, let me know in the chat if you can hear it. Let's take some deep breaths and just settle into the sound of the bowl. This is a crown chakra bowl. And when I tell you the vibration is just amazing, amazing. Thank you guys so much for joining into ClariTEA time. We are going to profile a couple of decks and let's see what our spirit team, our ancestors have to say to us through these decks. Um, this is an archetypal deck. Let's see. Okay. The Cantigee Oracle. Listen, the book, you see how thick that book is? The book itself is just worth reading because um, it gives you a lot of information up front, a lot. I'll turn it around. I'm not good at, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to get better. Let's put it like that. It gives you a lot of spreads and so forth, but each card has about 4 pages that, hold on, I'm going to get it where it's not in. There we go. About 4 pages each. And it gives you guidance and symbology and keynotes, an icon, like the way that you can utilize it, a creative prompt, ecological connection, all of those things that the book give. You can spend, a lot of time, as I have, in the book, and then the cards are beautiful. See that? And so we're gonna knock on these. Trust and believe. I have cleansed. I have uh, smoke cleansed, sound bowl cleansed. I have energized all of that. These decks, and I said this at the meditation this rising, and I'm going to say it again. My friend, my sister, my goddess, second to none inspirations. And she has this altar spray. And so, I use it to cleanse like my cards, my decks, my altar. It smells divine and it is super high vibrational, so definitely touch base with her. Second to none. She has a botanica or shop here in McDonough. It's in the McDonough area. So, McDonough, Georgia. So, if you want, okay, all right. I wasn't ready, but okay. Let's take one at a time. Oh, my word. Look at this card. Is that not amazing? The artwork is beautiful. Am I in the? Yeah. The artwork is beautiful. The number is 25. We're going to line it up with some angel number readings and see what we get. It says, touching the star-kissed leaf. Okay, I didn't realize she is absolutely naked, but okay. Hopefully it's pencil drawn, so hopefully, we won't get in trouble. um, can I? Okay. All right, I'm going to do it like that. Okay, touching the star-kissed leaf. And before I go into the book, let's just take a second. What does that mean? Touching, first of all, she's laid back in greenery, leaves, and she's touching the star-kissed leaf. So she's reaching higher. She's ascending. Somebody's ascension pod. Okay, she's ascending in her consciousness. This is my inner standing. Just looking at it, having not seen it before, she is bathing in Mother Nature, and coming to higher understandings, overstandings. And I'm going to sip my tea. Hopefully, you guys have your tea or coffee this rising. Oh, my word. That's so good. That's so. Listen, let me know if you want me to blend you a uh, tea, an herbal tea blend. Let me know. Send me an email. It's in the comments, and I will blend you a tea, and I'm going to send you a sample. Oh, okay, we can see it better there. I'll send a sample, and if you like it, then you can purchase. Um, so that's what I get from it, and I want to pair it. We're going to go into the book, guys, feel free to type into the chat if you um, if you feel, if you see, if you hear anything. Feel free. And then the number 25 or the number 7. This is the Lunar Soul Tarot. I've had this for a long time. I don't use it really, but I like it a lot. And so I thought, okay, let's see if it pairs well with the Cantigee. I kind of get the feeling that the colors are what drew me to it. Welcome in. I think the colors drew me to it because I, I don't know that it's going to pair well. However, if it does, fine. If it doesn't, I have tons of other decks that we could try to see. And let's see, touching the star, really? Really? Touching the star kissed leaf. And well, maybe it does pair. I've got star and the chariot. Hey, so maybe it does pair well with this deck. The star and the chariot. Hope and going somewhere. Whew, I like that. Hope, and we are moving forward. We are going somewhere. So maybe it in the energy, maybe it does pair well with it. I wasn't sure. Oh, I opened right to it. So I'm gonna read to you and let you know what the author intended, and then we will talk about it. Tea, but I have some cucumber water. Wonderful, wonderful. That's even better. Cucumber, that's so hydrating and healing. Yes, I love it. Okay, here we go. And like I said, if you have any, let me put it on this side and see if we can get it any better. All of these lights. Okay, that's a little bit better. It says you've walked untellable distances within the density of a forest, the closeness of the trees and underbrush, and the rustling of unseen animals watching you. Have been animals watching you have been your only companions through an unknowable span of time. That is that awakening that we all go through. That awakening, I love that. Day and night blur into an undulation of either golden or silver air, quivering in the shifting shadows of the forest. And this is just a story that begins the book. So it puts you in the energy that she's in. Okay. In the silver span of a night, you come upon a tree with unusually strong, low branches. With inspired vigor, you climb up the boughs like the rough, irregular rungs of a living ladder. The air cools and thins as you rise. The sounds of the forest floor disappear into the rhythm of your climb. Leaves shake in startling green whispers as you grasp and rise to the next branch. We are ascending, which is what I said. Limbs thin twigs break, twigs that hold you in the dark air like the gnarled but loving hands of a grandparent as you touch the topmost leaf of the tree. It glows green with shimmers of silver, luminous among the stars. Broaden your perspective is the keynote. So you simultaneously see both the vastness of all that is and your smallness within it all. Okay. The symbology is that the topmost leaf of a tree has a unique perspective. We can see that's like the eagle. That's and I'm a Scorpio, so I'm the only sign that gets to be an eagle and a scorpion and a snake, a serpent. Actually, like we have three. But and that's the thing I said, that it's ascending. It's about ascension. We are um, coming to a higher dimension, and as you go up, you see everything. You have a greater perspective. This is the Fool card in tarot, and the star that came out with it. Yeah, the hope, the um, being high and lifted up. That makes sense. The chariot also came up with it because we're going somewhere. We're going somewhere. Does that, you get that? Okay. So it says the topmost leaf of the tree has a unique perspective. It is in direct oh boy. It is in direct communion with the stars. Can y'all believe that? And I didn't think that they didn't. Huh? And with our own star, which is the sun. Okay. So having a greater perspective, the card says touching the star kissed leaf, being in a high perch, right? In your mental, so that you look at it differently. Everybody's looking at the circumstances around us for what we see them to be, but we're going to look at them from a higher or different or perspective. When I've said this before, when you're in a parade, if you're in the parade, you can only see what's before you, right? But those people that stand up on the terraces, up on the right, they can see the entire route because they have a higher perspective. Make sense? So the things that we go through, the things that come into our life to strengthen us, to build us, to whatever, the things that we entertain, we have to be able to look at them differently, look at them from a higher perspective. The fool card in tarot. Okay. So, and again, this is archetypal. This is archetypal. Okay. It's an archetype. All right. You're a Scorpio too. Happy belated birthday to you as well. Thank you. What's your date? Mine's the 14th. What's your date? Um, and so I love this. We've got the star, we've got the chariot, we've got it telling us there is hope, that we can look. Listen, what is that saying? Reach for the stars, and if you land on the moon or something, it's better than. Okay. It says for the guidance, when you are drawn to this archetype, it's time to zoom out. Isn't that beautiful? It's time to zoom out. It's time to look beyond what we see, because the blessing, the breakthrough, the miracle, the good of all is in the beyond. It's not in the muck and the mire and I'm in this situation, and so I'm operating in desperation and all of that. No, the energy is to expand, to look beyond, to look at it differently. I love this. Is it just me? Like, please hit the like button if you like. It says sometimes you need to plug along in your life, putting one foot in front of the other. But this card indicates a need to pause the forward motion and instead rise above the path you're trending. Chariot, pause the forward motion, chariot. I love that. I can't hardly take it, right? To pause this, because if we notice on the chariot, the hands, let's see, can you see that? Are not on the wheel. In other words, this is kind of like, now I'm getting a whole scripture. I don't know why this in there, so whatever. In Ezekiel, you got the wheel in the middle of the wheel. And it says that it was four faces. We can talk about that later. It's the four directions: north, south, east, west. Thank you. I'm the 15th. Oh, wow. Okay. So, sister, that is one, or brother, I think sister. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. We are great people. That's right. Scorpios are. And so it's talking about the four directions, right? But it gives us the face of an eagle, and the eagle, it says that this thing doesn't turn when it moves, but it, hey, come on now, it ascends. Y'all know that. Much love to you. Much love to you. But it ascends, right? And that's what we're doing. We are coming up so that we can see it differently. We can see it better. Does that make sense? Everybody get that? Okay. I really, really like it. So this chariot, instead of moving forward because the hands are not on the wheel, right? So we're going to look at it as being high and lifted up, being pulled to a greater understanding. Yeah, okay. I like that. I like that. All right. It says you need a bird's eye view, which is what we just talked about. So you can assess how far you've come. Sometimes in our circumstances, we don't stop to acknowledge how far we've come. We don't stop to count, to number, to be grateful for the things that we've already come through, right? And allow that to encourage us in our heart center that we can move forward. Okay. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because I could. All right. So it said the card indicates you will now benefit from, this card indicates you will now benefit from feeling your smallness within the infinite vastness, seeing the big picture of where you are, both what you have accomplished and what is left to be done. Then you can come up with a little plan, right? You can come up with a plan that says, okay, I'm going to do A, and then B, and then C. And you can move in that, remember, chariot, right? We're moving in hope, right? The star card. You can move forward with this plan. I said to my son one day, I said, I need $1,500 in the next 15 days. And he said, okay, so you need $100 a day. And I was like, oh, that sounds so much better, right? That sounds so much more attainable when you break it down into little chunks like that, right? So, okay. And then I went about to make, this $100 a day so that I could take care of what I needed to take care of. Yeah. But the perspective, when we look at it differently. So when we say higher, higher is not literal, right? It is whatever is higher, whatever is expanded, whatever is different for you. That's how we're going to look at it. I'm going to do, because it's a lot in here. I don't think I'm going to do all of this. But these are and they were only like $25, I want to say. Let's see if we can get one more. One more. So I'm going to have to take my son to work. Let's see. To go. Okay. Thank you so much for energy and the reading, sending love and light. Oh, thank you so much. Sending love and light to you. I appreciate you tuning in, and I'll look for you the next time. I'll look for you the next time. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Let's see if we can get just one more, because it's only supposed to be 15 minutes. And I think I'm over my 15 minutes. Oh, I like. I'm gonna take this one because nobody's naked on this one. Okay. It said you are seen. And somebody may need to hear that. You are seen. You are seen. Isn't that wonderful? And it's a tree rooted and grounded. If you were on for the 8 at 8 meditation today, we talked about being rooted and grounded. We played the singing bowl for your root chakra. Yeah, being rooted and grounded. You are seen by who? Your ancestors, your spirit team, your divine self, your higher self, your intellect, the world, your co-worker. You are seen. And it's not in the forefront, right? When you are looking at it differently, you're going to be looked at differently. I like that. Woohoo! Number 26, 25, and 26. I promise I shuffle. I've been shuffling these for days. Well, a couple of days. 25 and 26. We're gonna do the angel number. It is 909. I love it. Is 909. Let me do the angel number. 26 is well, we can do 25 and 26. Let's see. Oh, I like it. 25 major decisions. That is the touching the star kissed major decisions. So you have to look at it differently so that you can make those major decisions. Yeah. In hope, understanding that you are the alchemist. And so you transmute energy. Okay. That's a whole nother. Okay. Major decisions. You already know what to do. You're looking at this situation from a higher standpoint. You already know what to do. Your soul is calling out for change, and you will have to make a choice as to how to go about that. Have confidence that in your heart, you already know the answer. Let's repeat this mantra. I will make the right decisions at the right time. I love that. If you guys put it in the chat for me, if you would, I will make the right decisions at the right time. And that is our mantra for today. Number 26, you are seen. You are seen. It says money flows. Money is energy. Prepare yourself to receive it. Isn't that wonderful? Abundance is coming to you in all forms. And one way it can present itself is financially. Gratitude creates the clearest pathway to you. Sit in meditation today and reflect with a grateful heart on all that you already have been blessed with in your life. Didn't we just say that? Looking at how far you've come, counting your blessings, you are seen. We are looking at you, and we are looking at the new you, the transformed you, and we get to see you differently. And we get to look differently on our circumstance, on our situation, and know that we are good. We are abundant. We are taken care of. We are moving forward. We are high and lifted up. Yeah. Okay. Did that bless anybody's soul? Because it most certainly did mine. I needed to hear that. These cards are amazing. If you want a personal reading, by all means, send me an email for the Cantigee Oracle, as well as the Lunar Soul Tarot, which actually did. The Lunar Soul Tarot. It actually did work well with the with that energy. And so yeah, we're going to take this time just to close it out, to let you know that I have services that are available. Again, send me an email. If you have a question, send it in an email to eighthhouse@gmail.com. And if you want to book a service, the link is in the description. The link is in the description. I thank you guys so very much for joining in on this ClariTEA time. And I'll be back. We'll see you. I'll see you. You'll see me a little bit later. And don't forget to join into the 8th House Awakenings 8 at 8 meditation every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you so much. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Help me build my channel and this community. I thank you. I'll talk to you soon.